Hi and welcome everybody to a new episode of creating an RTS game with Godot. This is my Rainware development vlog, and as promised I have a lot of changes today in my backpack I want to show. Also I have a new haircut showing up, as you can see. So let us straight get into it, and I start with the first and most important announcement. I was able to finish a new version of our internal test version. So if you haven't already, you can now download at our homepage the new version, which is version 00.2. It's packed with a lot of changes, and a lot of feedback I already received is already in there. So I changed some stuff and made some things better. So I hope you enjoy it. Of course you can find the URL in the description below the video, and I will make a popover in the video so you will find where to download. So let us move on to the changelog in detail. In order to see everything I listed here, I will remove shortly my picture in the bottom left corner. I hope now you can now you can read everything. Let's do a fast forward and go through the changelog. So FPS and health label for better identification. I had the problem that you couldn't differentiate between these two numbers, so I made a new health object over the HUD, and we have the FPS counter on the right side of the game. I will show you later that. So as I said, I added a health bar to the building. We also have now tooltips on various elements if you hover them. The people count of your sector is now over the HUD, instead of on the center bottom with the helmet it was before. So it's now much better into the UI and should be more visible for everybody. I added an introduction video with a short sentence just to thank you for playing the version, giving me feedback and so on, and also a small instructions how to use the game if you aren't familiar with the original MegaLoMania game. Because the controls aren't very intuitive at the moment, it's quite hard to play for someone who don't know the game, but I will work on that in the next versions, so it will be better with the time. Yeah, and last but not least, we added a new theme for layouts such as windows, buttons and so on. And yeah, I really like it. I will show you that in a minute. I removed some stuff because we had on Linux and OS X much performance issues. So for now I removed the cliffs from the landscape. Also we didn't like how it looked at the moment, so there will be a change within the next versions. I removed the anti-aliasing for now. That will come back in a setting dialog later, where you can set the quality from low to high, as you know it from other games. So for now I just removed everything and make the quality as low as possible, so on all machines should it work for now with a good FPS count. And later on we will get back a settings window where you can set your quality which fits to your machine. As said before, the old people count was removed with the helmet and the icon on the center bottom. And the last part from changed, I changed the material on the landscape that had also some performance issues. I reduced the multi-sampling from 16 to 1 for the same performance issues. As said, we will have this back later. I added a resize flag for the window and make it full screen. That was needed because on the OS X machine we didn't have a true full screen. Now it should be possible that it's true full screen. And also I show the quit and feedback button now on the sector, which isn't ours, which was hidden before, and that was not as intended. So let us go on to the gaming scene and look the changes in detail. This is now our in-game scene. As you can see, we have the health bar on top of the building. Also we have the people count, which is counting up our people. And as said, if I hover over this, we have some tooltips which shows that the health is at 50% for testing purposes. We changed the buttons in the bottom right corner, and also some hover tooltips if you go over it. So if you quit the game, we have this small window in a new theme. Also the default font changed in every UI elements. As you can see, if I switch the sector, the buttons are there, all other things are gone. Yeah, so you can now invent your stuff by clicking and assigning the people to invent this whatever you want. And if you have enough invention level, we raise up one epoch, as you already know. So everything should be fine for now, and you could play it and check it out. You can pick up your attackers and just click them over here, so they will slowly destroy the building. As a player you can see how many health points your building will have, but as the attacker you can't see it. and you just have to wait for it until it's down. Yeah, and I would like to have your feedback about this version. You can test around, invent all the stuff. We already have 3 different epochs you can test out. You can check out if you reach the 2nd epoch, we get new resources, as you can see here. You get one resource where open mining in this hole is needed, so you have to assign people to mine things. This will also unlock some new inventions you can then invent. As said, I'm really looking forward to your feedback and also want to thank already everyone who supported me so far. You can expect much more changes within the next week, of course, and I will be there and make another video log in the next week. So see you then and download the game. Bye.